If you lost your memory, the first thing I would probably tell you about us is that we are a very strange couple. That you like to stick your finger in my nose, teabag me in the morning, play with my jiggly tummy, that we've been through everything meant to break us apart, and here we are. And I would show you pictures and tell you how much you mean to me and tell you how much I mean to you by showing you the poems you've written me and the different things you've showed me on TikTok and other places that express how you feel. But mostly I would warn you that we are a very strange couple, but it's who we are, and it makes us very happy. If we were to meet again, would I do anything differently? The only thing I would do differently is I would never ever lie to you about anything, no matter how big or how small. Other than that, I wouldn't change a thing, because it's how we got to exactly where we are today. Connected deeply, spiritually, in love, total love. Just the best kind of relationship anybody could ever want. So no, I wouldn't trade in all the bad times over the years for anything, because it's shaped our relationship, and our relationship is fucking dope. The biggest change I've noticed in you since we met, all of you have changed almost completely. I mean, at your core, you're still the same funny, silly, knowledgeable, passionate, driven, kind person you've always been. But you've grown spiritually, you've grown emotionally, you've been able to put to bed a lot of things that were tormenting you. You've learned how to love yourself. You've learned how to be happy with yourself. You've learned how to love others more. You've learned more empathy and compassion. You've learned that if you can't take care of yourself and you can't love yourself, how are you going to do that for anybody else? You've learned how to handle me. And that's not meant to be funny, but with all my mental health and physical health and all that, and all my baggage and trauma that I am still working on, and I'm still on that journey for, and I'm nowhere near where you are in your journey in mine. But you've learned how to encourage me and inspire me in a way that doesn't intimidate me or frighten me as to the fact that, like, it's too intense for me to learn or do, or, you know, that kind of intimidating. You've just became Chris plus ultra. Besides, like, lying, cheating, and abuse, what destroys a relationship is failure to communicate, failure to compromise, failure to grow together, failure to work together, failure to truly understand what the other one needs and give that to them. You have to be a unit. It's not a 50-50 relationship. It's a 100-100 relationship. Some days I may only be able to give 30%, and you're there to give the other 70. Math isn't my strong suit. And if you only can give 30%, I can give my 70%. It's equality, and it's just knowing each other well enough to be able to navigate life together with as little conflict as possible. If someone were to ask me what kind of person you are, I would say you are so kind and generous and hilarious and one of the most goofy, silly, dorky, amazingly hilarious, in a great way type of people. You're such a nerd, and I mean that in the highest regard. I would tell them that you have a huge heart made of gold, but to never confuse your love and your kindness for weakness, because when it comes down to it, you do not let people get disrespected in front of you. You do not let yourself get disrespected. You do not let the people you love get disrespected. And God help the man or woman that does that, because you have a sword for a tongue and you know how to cut people down when they're being very disrespectful and just shitty people. You are amazing. You are a good cook. You're the type of husband that rubs my feet. You show me so much love. You're just amazing. You're super sugoi. You're very eclectic. You have a great taste in music. You have a great taste in movies. You're super smart. You have a wonderful memory. You're able to adapt to anything pretty fast. You're a quick learner. You are great at whatever you put your mind to. And you are one of the most worthy of love people I have ever known in my life.